and subscribe. Let's get into the video. Enjoy.
That's like my little intro guy. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's Tana again. Long time no see. I think it's been about maybe 2 months I did a video. It was right before the little boy that you just saw, which is my son, by the way. It was right before his birthday, which was November 6th, that I did a video. So I just want to catch up with you guys. I haven't forgot about y'all. As you know, I was in boot camp, aka nursing school.
Madness. This is Sparta!
This was a crucial couple of months that my classmates went through. I have some bad news. I didn't pass. I did not pass this semester. I have been really depressed. I don't know if I want to use that word lightly, but I've been very discouraged. I don't use that word lightly, depressed. I've been kind of very discouraged. I felt like as a nurse already, because as you know, I said in previous videos, I'm already an LPN. I felt like I let myself down. I let myself down, and I just felt very discouraged, as like I didn't feel deserving. I'm already a nurse, and I didn't go forward into the program versus me not being a nurse. You know, how can I say this? I'm already a nurse. Like I keep saying nurse, a LPN. So with that being said, I know a lot of people are like, LPN RN school is different, but there are a lot of similarities, and I know where I had a failure at. Like, I didn't go over something that I could have fixed or a couple of things I could have fixed was study more in my weak areas. And one of my weak areas were math. Dosage calculations. Even when I was in LPN school, I had a hard time with dosage calculations. So when I found out 2 months prior to me getting into the nursing program, well, a month prior to me getting into the nursing program, I should have been drilling it back in my head. From LPN school, I should have been drilling the dosage back in my head. Because honestly, we don't use dosage. Let me speak for myself. As a nurse, I really never done dosage calculations when we start working. When you start working, pharmacy, you still need to double check yourself, but constantly doing it all the time, it's not something like it comes second nature. Like how you just don't do it all the time on some things. A lot of medications are pre-packaged now. They give, if someone needs this 200 milligrams, hey, you're getting this 200 milligrams. You just get, how many pills you may need. It's not nothing you need to do. I say the most calculations that you might do is if you work in a pediatrician office and you might need to do a dosage calculation for a child with weight, just to make sure you're giving them the right dose. But other than that, me personally, I've never really encountered it when I was working. Prior to this, to give you a little background on myself, I became an LPN in 2020. And I got into nursing school this year. I started in August. I found out around July. I applied in June, found out in July-ish that I got into the nursing program. And I started August. But prior to this, like I said, I did LPN school. And prior to that, I did medical assistant. I became a medical assistant in 2008. So I've always been like in the medical world, per se, or healthcare field. I'm starting not to talk about this because it's very a touchy subject, for me, exactly. But I said, I'm going to put it out here, and someone may come across my video and see my video and say, hey, she went through it. I'm not the only person out there that has gone through this, you know, and it might help somebody else that goes through this. But I had my sorrows and my crying and what I need to do. And what I did was look over things. I had a self-talk with myself, and I said, I went over things that I could have done better to pass the semester. What I could have done better to make it this semester. Because sometimes you have to have self-checks. Excuse me. Sometimes you just have to have self-checks and talk to yourself like, what could you have done better if you could have done anything better? And sometimes also as well, not to blame anybody, but sometimes it can be in nursing school. And I experienced this in LPN school as well. Teachers just gives you like the background of stuff, but they don't go into detail. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay. I'll go ahead and say an example. So when I have dosage calculation, right, it's 3 different methods that you can learn from dosage calculation. Everybody learns differently. That doesn't make you smarter than the other because you learn this way or what may have you. So in my case, I learn better I'm a kinesthetic learner. I'm a kinesthetic learner, in case some people don't know out there in YouTube land. A kinesthetic learner is a person that does by seeing something and doing it. And doing it and seeing. So I'm usually a person like that. I mean, I'm an auditory learner too, but usually I'll see and do. And like I said, I'm not a math person anyway. I can't stand math. I couldn't stand math when I was in high school. That's not my favorite subject at all. It's just, I don't like numbers. So, my teacher was teaching in a method that was kind of hard to understand. She was using the rational proportion or the cross multiplication. I'm just going to say that. And it didn't click to me. And so, I'm used to the formula method, but sometimes with formula methods, you got to learn each formula. So, like I said, I'm learning that and trying to learn stuff for nursing school on top of that. So it's basically, I had 3 classes in one. So I had a mental health class, and then we had to take fundamentals again. Like I said, I was in a bridge program. It was an accelerated bridge program as well. We were taking tests every week, 8 chapters. It was like you're learning, and not to mention outside and having your everyday life. So I can't be too hard on myself because I have to work. I have to provide for my family. And I have 2 boys, 2 kids, and a husband. And I have other family members as well. So, like I said, I still have to make time for myself. Because and take care of yourself. Because if you're not taking care of yourself in self-care, you can't absorb all this knowledge that you need to absorb to be the best nurse or whatever you go to school for or whatever you do. You can't be that. You can't be the best you can be. So I know I'm all over the place, but for instance, like what I'm saying is a lot of teachers they teach how they know how to teach. And it's up to you to figure out, me or the student, it's up to you to figure out what way works best for you. Because we all know some math problems you can work out in 50 million different ways. But as long as you get to the right answer. And that's how some of these dosage calculations are. So for instance, like the the body surface area or the body BMI and the weight-based calculation. I had a hard time with that IV drip calculations and things like that. But even though I didn't pass, I do have good news. I can get right back in the program, but it's a little bit tougher this time. I have to go the traditional route. It's a little bit slower, and I basically set myself back 2 semesters. So the bridge program that I was in was a total of 4 semesters. So I would have been done December 2023. The traditional program that I'm about to get into, which is with the same school, thank goodness, I don't have to apply all over again. The traditional program, I will finish school August of 2024. So it set me back 2 semesters because I have to take the class that I failed, which was fundamentals. And fundamentals was wrapped with dosage calculation. And so I took fundamentals, and dosage was in that, and mental health, and dosage was in that. But you had more dosage calculation questions in your fundamentals tests. And those we didn't have no classwork. Basically, your grades came from your tests. So it either made you or broke you, and it broke me. Actually, we had a exit exam, and it was 50 questions on there at the end of the semester, and I got to 40-something questions, I think 38 questions, and all the rest of the questions were marked wrong. So I didn't make a good grade on it. So with that being said, I talked to the powers that be. I didn't just take no for an answer, but I was able to talk to people, and I was able to, being that I was able to pass one class and not the other, I was able to get right back in a program, but not with the cohort that I was with. So that's the good news. I'm able to start again, but I'm also not riding with my friend. She's my friend now. I'm also not riding with her. We she went on into the program, and I'm so happy for her. I'm very happy for her. But I'm not riding with her, so we ride by ourselves now, and then I have to go to a further location. So instead of driving an hour and maybe 30 minutes to class to the satellite location, I have to ride to the main campus now, which is 2 hours and 22 minutes for 2 days a week. So I was going once a week, an hour to 30 to 40 minutes on once a week for the bridge program. But now I have to do 2 hours and 22 minutes 2 times a week right now this semester. Mondays and Tuesdays. Monday is the class for fundamentals, which is just one class a semester. And on Tuesday is the labs that we have to take. And so when I tell you I cried my eyes out, I cried these big lovely eyes out. Do y'all hear me? Because like I said, it was very discouraging. It's taking a lot for me to talk to y'all about this right now, because the people that know me in real life, and if you continue to watch my YouTube channel, and I hope people join in and continue watching, they know that I'm very, very passionate about my patients, and I love being a nurse. Even the shirt I got on is, this was not planned, just a girl who loves nursing. That's what my shirt says. So I've talked to a couple of people. Thank you for the people in my corner that has shown me support. My husband, my family, my friends, that just gave me so much encouraging words. And I hope the YouTube family gives me encouraging words too. And I hope I can help out somebody that may be going through the same thing that I'm going through right now. That just feel like giving up and just be like, you know what? I'm satisfied as LPN. Which is nothing wrong with that, because I love being an LPN, but I always wanted to be, you know, you want to, let me speak for myself. I want to grow. I want to help, even RN too. We'll see. I just didn't see this coming. I just didn't see this coming how it came. So what I can do better to move forward, I can study. I can study more. I can take time out instead of strolling on, I don't know, social media. Take a couple, you know, take some minutes and read over dosage, drill it in my head. I printed out some things. I bought a study book, that could help me, and it comes with like a digital, font or something. I haven't got the book yet, but once I get it, I get it. It's Kathy Parks. Y'all probably heard of her. That is in the nursing world. She has a dosage calculation workbook. It's called Level Up RN, and it's Kathy Parks. And I ordered it today. We had finals yesterday, which was Tuesday, December 6th, which is my son's birthday. He is now 17. So I have a 17 and 9-year-old. I know. I just can't believe it myself. But anyway, yesterday was my final, so I ordered my book yesterday night. So it should be coming, so I'll come back on here and show y'all. But it's supposed to have like different things and like videos on there to show you how to do different problems. So when January come, I can hit the ground running. The good thing about it, I do have to get a new book because this cohort is starting a new book. But I'm still gonna study. It's the same class. I'm still gonna study before I get there to get my mind right. But I'm really gonna focus on that dosage calculation. Theory is not my issue because I know the theory. I really was not doing well on my dosage calculations. So I've gone on and on and on about that. But like I said, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to continue, and I will pass this time. I know what to do, and I have confronted myself. I've talked to myself. I've cried. I have, like, why? Like, let's handle what's wrong. Like, put self-pity on myself, and I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to sit up here, do what I need to do, get through these semesters, and become an RN soon. So I just want to get on here and tell y'all my story, and I will continue on. But on a positive note, I did decorate. I didn't record it. I didn't have time to record it because I was in the I had time to decorate, but I wasn't able to record it because that takes a lot of time trying to set up the camera and things like that. But what I will do is show you all around my house real quick before I get off here. So, come on. Let's go see. right, y'all. So that was my Christmas decor. That was my Christmas decor. So this is it for now, guys. Hopefully I'll be able to vlog over the break because I have a 3-week break. Hopefully I can get out and I can take you along when I go shopping. But you know, most of my stuff I've been getting online. I ain't been going out and getting stuff like that for Christmas. So, but if I do, I'll try to pick up the camera and take y'all out more because I really would love to vlog. But a lot, like I said, nursing school has really been taking a lot out of me. But I do want to record my journey. And I'm going to continue to do the best I can. That's all I can do. But until then, I'm signing off. Thank you for looking. And please hit that notification button. Subscribe and comment. Positive comments, please. Because the negative ones won't get a response. Alright, guys. Toodles until next time.